And so they're going to make sure that at the blue line, either blue line, get the puck in deep. Nothing fancy. Let's play it simple. And the other thing, I mentioned how physical the Canadians are going to be. Well, you know the Russian, Darius Kasparaitis, is going to be headhunting in the first 5 minutes.
It's win or go home. Try to enjoy.
I giudici di gara sono stati autorizzati e designati dalla Federazione Internazionale di Hockey su Ghiaccio.
L'arbitre pour ce match.
The referee of the game is
Capo arbitro Denis Laroux.
Les juges de ligne.
the linesmen are
Giudici di linea Joachim Carlson, Anthony Sericolo.
Nous invitons les joueurs à se présenter à leur ligne bleue respective.
starting players. Please report to the blue line.
La prima linea delle due squadre si porti sulla riga.
To the broadcast booth we go. Bob Cole and Harry Neal. Bob.
Good evening, everybody. Here we go. This is the showdown, showdown number one. The Russians in red and Canada in white. This is Martin Brodeur. He was at his best yesterday against the Czech Republic. He saved the game for Canada, stopping 31 of 33 shots in the 3-2 win. At the other end, it's going to be Evgeny Nabokov. Russia's got a hot goalie here. He's played in 4 games and has stopped 61 of 63 shots. Brodeur getting set for Canada. And in front of him will be Regehr and Blake to start. Gagne, Sakic, and Iginla, the line up front against Kovalchuk, Kovalev, and Datsuk for Russia. And the two Markovs, Danny and Andre, in front of Evgeny Nabokov. The capacity here is 6,165, and it's jammed.
Attaccante numero 91.
Joe Sakic.
The referee will be Denis Laroux from the USA, Håkan Karlsson from Sweden, and Anthony Sericolo on the lines. Rob Blake, if there's a tie after 3 periods, a 10-minute sudden death overtime will happen. Then, if they're still tied, 5 players aside in a shootout. Canada 3-2-0 for 6 points, outscoring their opponents 15-9 in the preliminary round. Russia 4-1-0 for 8 points, outshooting and outscoring their opponents in every game, a total of 23-11 in goals. This should be a hot game tonight.
Yes, it should, and quite often in games like this, the team with the best goaltender wins it, and Nabokov and Brodeur are dueling. The Canadian Defense Corps has to be able to handle this fast Russian forward group, and no bad penalties for Canada. For the Russians, they have to challenge that Canadian defense, and they have to be able to handle the big Canadian forwards in their own end on the defensive zone coverage if they want to win.
Sweden defeated Switzerland today, and Finland defeated the USA 4-3. The winner of this game will meet Finland Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern in the first semifinal. Sweden meets the winner of the Slovakia-Czech Republic game, which is later tonight. That semifinal is at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time on Friday. Well, there you go. The referee comes to center ice. Stand by, everybody. The Russians in red and Canada in white. Russians control the puck, winning the faceoff. So here we are. Datsuk played it back. They step to center, and Canada intercepts that and drives it back in, but it went a bit too high. And the faceoff is going to be out in the center ice area on the Canada side of center ice, likely, or pretty close to it.
Well, Nabokov, look at those stats for him. Under a goal against average and over 96% save percentage.
Canada backing up was Regehr as they won the faceoff. Was played down on that far side. Andrei Markov took over and flipped it to Danny, and he got it out to center ice. It goes into the zone. Out of the net was Brodeur. He missed it. And it's over the line and into center ice area again. Canada moving up. Joe Sakic takes the pass, comes in with a shot, and he came close with that bullet-proof shot of his. Just missed. Canada in forechecking physically, and you can hear the crowd into it. Canada again stepping up there across the line. Again, let's try a low shot. That missed on the short side. Draper's bumped off the puck, and it's cleared out. Kovalchuk hit him. The Russians on the attack. Kovalev pulled it back. They lose it. It's back to center. There goes Kasparaitis. He flipped it high. It was knocked down, and Canada comes in over the line, but they are offside.
Well, here's a good body check right off the bat. A combined one, Gagne and Iginla on the Russian defenseman, Andrei Markov, and this starts off like a hard-hitting game. Can both teams do that without taking penalties? That'll be a challenge.
Peatley caught his man, allowing Canada to pick up the puck and dump it into the zone. Kasparaitis back there again, number 11. Richards went after him, couldn't stop him, and the Russians bring it out. Down across the line is Shushinsky. Fired it to the far side, and the shot, first one, second one, 2 saves for Martin Brodeur as Shushinsky got the face-off, or rather the rebound, and labeled it right at the goalie, who stopped it. 2 saves. No score, just underway. Haratonov. Russia's starting up, led by Sergei Gonchar. He got to center. He'll shoot it in. It's a careful start for both teams. Brodeur nearly coughed that up as he came out of the net. Doan cleared it out. Now Canada on the move. Bertuzzi up over the line. He lost it and he fell. And the Russians are on the move. Look out. This is Ovechkin. Quick shot wide of the net. Russians come up after Ovechkin. Number 8 is bumped back there by Robin Regehr of Canada. Thornton takes it. Long lead pass doesn't work. Canada back to pick it up again. Thornton goes around his own net. Being checked by Kozlov on the Russians. Turning is Bertuzzi. Gets over center, flipped the high one in. He's gone to the Canadian bench. That went a bit too high up over the glass.
Well, Martin Brodeur, big games are nothing new to him, and I think we'll see him at his very best. His statistics aren't quite as impressive as Nabokov's, but statistics don't count once the puck was dropped tonight.
Great game yesterday against the Czech Republic. Canada went up 3-0, and then he held the team in there until they got the victory. This is a Afinogenov, who's had a pretty good preliminary series for the Russians. Very speedy winger. He's coming up for checking now. Afinogenov shot it around the net. Canada play it ahead. Ryan Smith got it out. Coming down over the line, Lecavalier tried to stick handle in there and had it knocked away. Taratukin flipped it to center ice, but it shot back to the goalie, Nabokov. He moved it in a hurry. No score. Played 3:18 of the first period. Puck bouncing up over the line, and Canada takes it. Iginla tries to get in. He's pushed down, and there's going to be a penalty. Iginla tried to get inside, and he went down. And there's the first penalty of the game. Afinogenov took Iginla to the ice.
Well, he's going to get a call, Afinogenov, for hooking. As Iginla tried to cut in, he puts that arm out, and you can see the stick across the stomach and in between the legs of Iginla. So Canada will go on the power play. And their power play is 5 for 31, the 4th best in the tournament.
Out comes Iginla. Sakic on the faceoff. Gagne to the right. Russians win the draw. Fired away by Andrei Markov the length of the ice. Martin Brodeur out to play. It slides the pass up off the boards. Turning around in there is Alexei Kovalev, the forechecker on the penalty kill for Russia. Richards gets a nice pass up there. They get in front of the net, but no shot coming off Sakic. He falls down in the corner. Gagne got it back to the line. Richards to the other side, firing the shot from the point right to the midsection of Evgeny Nabokov, and there is no rebound as Rob Blake teed it up.
Yeah, he sure did. Danny Markov's complaining to the referee already about something. Joe Sakic only wearing the half visor, not the full mask tonight, and he dumped the puck out in front, hoping Gagne could get it, but he never got to the puck.
Joe Thornton to take the face-off. The Russians win it and get it down right to the net. 1:20 left on this power play, the first of the game for Canada. Up they come. Cross center ice and coming in. That's played in by Pronger. Nash is in there around the net. Thornton is knocked down. The Russians slash at it. Kasparaitis knocked it behind his own net. And Gonchar fires it off the glass and down the ice. No score in this first period. 4:30 in. Russians doing well, killing this penalty. In the penalty, 47 seconds. Pronger back. Down on the right side. It's flipped in over the line and in deep. Volchenkov, no problem to pick that up. It's cleared, not out. Kept by Blake. It goes to the side of the net. Nabokov came out of the goal to move it away from the danger area, and they do get it out and down the ice again. Fired down by Haratonov. 20 seconds left on the power play. One shot so far by Team Canada. And that'll be it by the looks of things, as it's fired away by Vishnevsky. Although not out, St. Louis was in front of the net. They didn't get a pass to him. They passed it around on the outside. The long shot tipped in front of the goal. Here's another chance. Penalty is done. Pinaganov is on. It's slipped in front of the goal. There's got to be another penalty called. And this one, I think, is going to go to... Well, he called a play when Canada had the puck, and that's what it's going to be, a Canadian penalty.
Looks like Ryan Smith's going to get it.
He circled. It looks like a Russian is coming over, Harry.
Smith came to the penalty box with a bit of a guilty conscience.
Now that's strange.
Sergei Zhukov will get the penalty, and there it is in front of the net. As you can see, he's got the Canadian player all tied up with only one hand on a stick and the other hand around Ryan Smith's waist.
They killed one off to a Pinaganov. He called the play while Canada had possession, but now the penalty goes to Russia. Nice glove save by Nabokov on that hard shot from inside the line.
We have another one here. I think Canada's going to get a penalty here, as Andrei Markov is cut. And Gagne is going to go to the box.
High stick.
I don't know whether it's, yes, it's a 2-minute penalty, a high sticking call right off the face-off. So these teams are, it's a tone war already, and the penalties are coming quicker than the shots on goal.
Zhukov at 5:36 and now Gagne at 5:39. So 4-on-4. There's no score in this quarterfinal game. The winner moves on. The loser out. We played 5:39 of the first period. Shots are only 2-1 Canada. Russia winning the face-off. 4-on-4 hockey. Look out. Here they come. Up the center. Pass gets in on the right side. Brodeur caught that. He made the play himself. Got it down there as Kovalchuk had a chance coming in, and the glove save by Brodeur. Sakic is on the ice. He's to the right. Takes the pass. Gets away from a hit. Sakic comes in, makes a good move, but the pass will come outside the line. Before Regehr could get up to it, now the play is stopped near that Russian blue line.
Kovalchuk gets a chance coming down the right wing, taking a pass here, and out races Sakic and can't get outside and around Regehr. So he has to shoot it from a bad angle, and it was easily handled by Brodeur.
Richards won the draw. And here he is with the puck. Hops in over that Russian line, flicks the shot along the ice, a low one, but he missed the goal on the stick side of Evgeny Nabokov. The Russians try to get it out, nearly got a break with one man back, and the one man was Pronger. He took the puck, but he nearly gave it away. Covering on the play was Bouwmeester, and now Richards slides it behind his own goal. Richards again starts up for Canada. Down they come. 4-on-4 hockey here. Richards over the line and keeps going with it. Flipped it off the boards behind the net. Nobody could get to it, and Russia will bring it out. Led by Malkin. And he gets it again. The big rookie comes in, turns around near the line. Malkin played it ahead. Russians look controlling now. Back to the line. This long shot is gloved by Brodeur. And Canada will cover it up. Foot played it behind his own goal. 23 seconds left in the penalties. 21 and 23 respectively. So they'll be back on just about at the same time. 2 seconds apart. And in goes Yashin to get a hit. And Canada hitting harder now in this first period. Will come down with the puck. It's shot into the zone by Thornton. Out of the net again is Nabokov to play it ahead. And the Russians swing down. Yashin goes to the left. The pass comes this way. Yashin! He got the rebound and it was stopped by Brodeur. Canada turning it back up as the pace picks up. This is fine hockey now. This shot is off the blocker of Nabokov. And in around the net. The Russians pick it up. Cleared away by Korolyuk. Not all the way out yet. Stopped at the line and flipped in behind the net by Wade Retton. Canada on it. Centering pass off a skate. Another one went up high. And it hit the glass back there. It stays in play. Blake comes in from the blue line. That is St. Louis behind the goal. St. Louis trying to move the puck out front. He and Lecavalier. Lecavalier lost it. He tried to get it back. He took the Russian player in on the boards. It's kept in by Canada. And Lecavalier got in front. He can't get a shot. Lost his stick. 2 Russians are out of the zone and coming down. Korolyuk over in front. It's not wide of the net. In behind the goal as Ovechkin tried to do it himself. And there's going to be a penalty called against Canada.
Well, Ovechkin is a dangerous customer every time he gets the puck. And when he can hit the defense on the rush, on the fly, he's a tough guy to handle. And Pronger is going to get the Canadian penalty, and the Russian power play will get a chance. It's a slashing call. Ovechkin's the carrier, and there's the slash across the hands of Ovechkin as he lets the shot go.
So really, this is the first power play. The only one was about 2 seconds. Can't really count that. For Russia, they've got one now with Pronger in the box. And they're getting the zone. Nobody's been able to score yet. We've played 9 minutes just about of the first period. Canada to pick up the puck in the zone and slice it down the ice. This is Gonchar. Circling is Kovalev. And they get the puck through the middle to Datsuk. They get in over the line with it. No play back in front yet. Kovalchuk tried to center it from the corner. It's all the way back to the line. Gonchar faked the shot. Sliding it ahead to Kovalev. In front of the net. That's broken up by Doan. And he kills some time very smartly all the way with it. Shane Doan doing a great job killing some time. He still has a chance. He took a shot and that's blocked and he goes after the puck again. He hits his man. Great work by Shane Doan here killing this penalty. He goes to the bench and the Russians are on the move through center ice. This is Malkin coming up again with the brakes on. Gets it back. That's broken up. The puck is still in though. At the line is Chutin. Shoots and a glove save by Martin Brodeur. That one was going in. Brodeur with that fast catching hand again.
Well, Tutin makes the shot as it's kept in quite nicely there by Gonchar. Tutin played in the OHL for Guelph 01-02 and then 53 games at 59 points. And now is doing a good job for the Rangers in the National League and the Russians in the Olympics.
We played 9:57 of the first period of this quarter-final game. The loser is finished. Winner will go on against Finland on Friday in the semifinal. Russians on a power play. Back to the blue line. Gonchar again. Brodeur looking sharp. Saw that through the crowd. Grabbed the puck and held on to it. 9 seconds. No, 26 left in the penalty. Sorry.
We know Sergei Gonchar can shoot the puck from the point. He scored 20 goals more than once in the NHL. He was the first Russian defenseman to ever get 20 or more in the National Hockey League.
One scoreboard clock in this building is way down to our right. It has everything on it. From the angle is difficult to see, which is the time of the period and the penalty clock. They're both the same in the same area. 10:09 gone in this first period. 26 seconds left in the penalty to Pronger now. Canada hanging on here. Shane Doan coming up from center ice. He flips the puck into the zone. Up after it is Draper. Doan missed that pass, and the Russians come out. Down it goes to this far side to Shashinsky. Tried to play it over in front. He got it back again. Shashinsky stepping up, threw it to the corner. He gets it a third time. Comes in with a pass in front of the net. That's off his stick. It stays inside the blue line. And then the shot is fired in wide of the net. 10:45 gone in the first. No score. Russia and Canada. Canada in white. That's Nash. He can't stop his man. Kozlov blew by him. Kept going around the net. Kozlov with the puck all around the circle back there and got it back out front. And Ovechkin is with him. Ovechkin is very tricky. Has the puck to the corner. Breaks on. Centers it. It's tipped in wide of the net. Great work by Ovechkin, but no shot on goal resulting. And Canada carefully coming up with the puck. That long lead pass. Just missed at center ice by Todd Bertuzzi.
Well, there's no question about the fact that Ovechkin knows what to do when he gets the puck. He can beat you with his stick handling, and he can beat you with his speed. And 04-05, what a year that was for him. He played in the World Junior, he played in the World Championships, and he played in the World Cup, all in the same hockey season.
Russians, every man up. Korolyuk took the face-off. Finneganov went after it in the corner. It went by him and sliding out near the line, but it stopped. The Russians keep it in. Finally, Canada gets it out to center. Bertuzzi stopped just near that Russian blue line. Coming up to the 12-minute mark now. Still no score. And the shots are 5-3. Russia. Tripping penalty coming up.
It's going to go to Big Nash, I think, and the goaltender was the victim. So the Canadian team are making too many visits to the penalty box. Too far away from their old net. You can see it was a slew foot by Nash on the goaltender Nabokov as he went behind the net. And when you take penalties 198 feet from your own net, you wonder what the guy's thinking about.
0 for 2 the Russians are on the power play. Time of the penalty is 11:44 of this, the first period.
The referee's over talking to Pat Quinn about something, and now going to the Russian coach to talk to him about something, and it may have to do with how fast you're changing the lines or not.
Datsuk against Draper, the latter winning the face-off, and it's shot in behind the Russian net. Russians on a power play now, and there is no score in this first period. Kovalchuk moving it up. In off the blocker of Brodeur. Kovalchuk has it back to the line. Another long shot. That misses the Canadian net. Chopping at it was Doan. He got it out. One-on-one. Coming up, Draper. Fires the shot. Good hard shot it was. Right on the mark. Bakov had the short side covered. Russians circle back. Having a tough time getting organized now. 1:20 left on this power play for Russia. Kovalchuk played it in on the wing. Here comes Kovalev. He tried to get away from that first check. He's along the boards, and they won't let him move too far inside. Datsuk and Kovalev. Kovalev again with the puck. Datsuk now. Kovalev again looking out to the line. There it is, all the way back. And now he might shoot it from here. He does, and that's blocked. In around the net, taken by Datsuk. He shoveled the puck back out, and another long shot. Gloved by Brodeur, and he'll hang on to it. He was about to drop it when he saw the Russian player come up, Ilya Kovalchuk, and then he just swung around and held on.
Well, you know how much we know Brodeur likes to handle the puck, and what an adjustment it's been for him with the new rules in the NHL. But in this hockey, the goalie can go anywhere and handle the puck. And Brodeur made a good decision after he saw the traffic he was in.
That's Doan going by the puck, and it's shot down the ice. In our first intermission this game, Don Cherry will be with us And we're quite a ways away from that now. We've only played 13 minutes. Russians on the attack. This shot off a stick and up high. Knocked down in front of the net. Canada will get the puck out. 20 seconds left in their penalty. Nesh is in the penalty box.
Big shot block on that play by Adam Foote that might have saved the goal.
Cleared into the zone again by Shashinsky. He's got it again, but his partner Malkin fell, couldn't play it. Sakic went over there. Can he get it? No, he cannot. Malkin centered it. That was close. Another shot along the ice, and it's outside the line as Brodeur made a stick save on a weak shot. Gonchar brings it back up for Russia. The penalty is over. We've reached 14 minutes of the first period. There's no score in this quarterfinal game. The loser out, and the winner going on to meet Finland in the semifinal on Friday. Canada coming up with the puck. Down it comes to Gagne. He leaves it smartly for Sakic. In over the line. Gagne was the intended receiver from Iginla, but that backfired and the Russians got it out of the zone. Kasparaitis won't get to it ahead of Gagne, but he'll hit Gagne. Sakic punched it up behind the net. Russia takes over. A shot off the boards ahead a little bit and cleared out by Kozlov. Russians move on. Aratonov got the puck in deep. Again, Brodeur played it. Nearly lost it at the side of the net. Canada skating back up. These two teams very careful with each other, checking well. The shot, that came close. Brodeur was coming out to cut the angle, and it nearly hit the far side. Thornton was up on the forecheck. He got the puck and slapped it on the boards in deeper. Up comes Bertuzzi and takes over for Canada, but he doesn't have very much room to move in there. He slipped the pass to the corner. Canada on the attack here. Thornton behind the goal, looking out, penalty coming up. It's going to be against Russia when they get the puck, if they get the puck. In behind the goal, Nash and Thornton still in control. Thornton comes out. He leaves it now to Bertuzzi, and Thornton still have it. The net is empty down here. They have the sixth attacker on. Here comes a shot from the line. That stopped, and the Russians finally play it. And the play is whistled dead, and here comes the penalty.
Well, whenever you see long possessions of pucks in the offensive zone, cycling, you know one of the things that can happen is that there's a penalty. Taratukin's going to get it for holding right there. If he doesn't get it there, he'll get it here.
Pretty good work by Thornton. Looked dangerous. Now the power play again for Canada. 0 for 2. They've only had one shot with a man advantage. That's St. Louis behind the goal. Very tricky with it. Slipped the pass around the net to the other side from the point. Blake elects not to shoot it. Blake now. No shot. Here it comes. That's stopped by Nabokov. Off the boards. Fired by Datsuk. Doesn't get out. Blake again. He's got a great shot. That's stopped. Blake might get another one right here. And that's blocked. He'll have to hustle to get back, and he gets some help from Richards. But the Russians are up at center ice. Kovalev trapped the puck and shot it down the ice. Penalty killers go off. 1:20 left in the penalty to Taratukin. There's no score in this first period. Quarterfinal game. Richards getting the zone. A pass gets in. Back to him. In front of the net. It comes back to McCabe. And now cleared out of the zone, and McCabe is coming back for Canada. Richards heading off. McCabe steps up. Straight to center ice he'll go. And keeps going. Over the line, hands it off now. It's passed back in front of the net. Nabokov kicked that one away. Played back to the line again. Another penalty coming up. It's called a Canadian player.
Gagne is hurt. And I think Kasparaitis was the guy that hit him, and Gagne can't yet get up. As the puck went to the point, let's have a look at it to see exactly how it happened. Kasparaitis with a pretty clean body check, rear end first, and it must have got Gagne in the knee. You can see his rear end hit Gagne right in the knee, and he hurt himself and knew it before he landed.
Oh, he went down heavily on that check by Kasparaitis. He's still down.
This will be a tough loss, as Gagne was one of the more effective Canadian forwards and seemed to be getting better as the tournament wore on. But he certainly doesn't feel very good now, and he's going to have to go to the dressing room to get some attention. He's got a goal and 2 assists in these Olympics. And it was not a knee-on-knee hit. Kasparaitis has been known to do that, but not that time.
Hard hit by the hard hitter, Kasparaitis. Yes, he's in severe pain, no doubt about it. But he's starting to shake it off as he goes to the Canadian dressing room. Only 3 minutes and 8 seconds left in the period, so they'll take a good look at Gagne in the room.
Kasparaitis with long hair was saying in the newspaper here today that when he went for a walk with his wife on the main streets of Turin, that people wanted his autograph. They thought he was a figure skater.
You probably do that too.
he does that a few times out on the hockey rink.
46 seconds left in the penalty. And the puck is shot down the ice. One shot so far by Team Canada on this power play. Drilled into the zone. McGinley ran into his man. Pronger slipped the puck ahead. Pronger waits back there. Sakic gives it to him. The other side. Now Sakic. But he didn't handle that pass cleanly. He spun around and gets it again. Joe Sakic does. Looks back to Pronger. Pronger shot. That stop. Big rebound. It'll be outside the line. Reaching for it was McKay, but he missed it. Team Canada moving up. Again, Sakic leaves it for Heatley. A shot. Big rebound off the boot of Nabokov, but it was cleared. That was a nice save with the right skate of Evgeny Nabokov.
That rebound went right by Jerome McGinley, who was in just a little too far. And here is the shot, and we know that McCabe can shoot it, and you can see the rebound bounces right through the legs of McGinley. And had he been able to get a stick on it, he was all alone on Nabokov.
2:16 left in the period. No score. Long high shot. The Russians killing off this penalty now, which is over, and they get the puck. Canada brings it back in. Thornton just missed, moving on with it. Center ice area is at Finneganov again, setting it up. He heads for the net. Shot. Net stop. And over there is Joe Thornton. Gets the puck ahead. It's broken up in the center ice area by Korolyuk of Russia. And now Zhukov comes back in his own zone. Canada is up on the play. This is Thornton coming in. Around the net, Nash didn't see the pass in time, and 3 Russians are on the move. Finneganov takes it on the fly and comes in over the line and keeps going. He's chased around the net by Wade Redden. Russia has the puck in there. Here's a close chance. Back to the line. It's played to the corner. A sharp angle shot. Finneganov centers it. Another one, and that's blocked. In behind the goal, great pressure by Russia here. Korolyuk from the corner. Lost it. And Canada, to relieve the pressure, lifting a high one down the ice. 1:10 left in the first period. Shots are 9-7 Canada. Nabokov has been great. Brodeur made 2 or 3 glove saves that were sensational. Datsuk can't find this one. Brodeur out of the net to hook it away from him. Laid up by Regier. All the way down the ice. There's no icing signal. In after it is Doan with Richards. In behind the net, that's Draper. Centered it right out to the line. It goes though. Bouwmeester might shoot it. No, he doesn't. And he gave it away. That's Kovalchuk. He's dangerous. Coming back up there with Kovalev over the line. The shot tipped away by Brodeur. Along the boards. Russia in there again. It's centered. Kovalev. A scramble for it. The puck bounces down. It's loose in there. And Doan was there to whip it away. A little high, mind you, but he stops the play by getting the puck out of the zone. Coming up in the first intermission, Don Cherry and the women's 3,000-meter short track relay final.
Here's the scramble in front of the Canadian net. That puck was bouncing all over the place. And there were 2 Russian players trying to get their stick on it. Luckily enough, the Canadians cleared it out of the area in front of the net.
17 seconds left in the period. Canada wins the draw. There's no score. They go back deep with it in their own zone. Rob Blake being watched. This is Pronger and Blake killing the clock now. And it's going to be Pronger who'll hang on to it. Blake, and the horn goes to end the first period. Russia out shooting Canada 11-7.
Well, a pretty even period and a tough period physically, and I don't know whether you can say that one team was better than the other, but you can certainly see that the Russians on the rush are a dangerous crew, especially when 71 or 8 get the puck.
So the two goalies coming through for both teams after 20 minutes. Canada nothing and Russia nothing.